Good day everyone, my name is KENNEY NICOLE Casas, and for today's video, we will be going to talk about repetition. Repetition is one of the corrective feedbacks that occurs when the teacher or instructor repeats the student's blunder and modifies his or her tone to attract the student's attention to it. The act of saying or doing something again is a type of corrective feedback, as has been something done or spoken again. Repetition is also frequently employed in speeches as a rhetorical tactic to draw emphasis to a particular point. It is a literary method in which a word or a phrase is used purposely for an impact two or more times in a speech or oral composition. Repetition is literally method in which the same word or phrase is used again in a piece of oral or speech. So these are the examples of repetition corrective feedback. Number one, we have Maria's foots are dirty. So the teacher would basically said, foots? Like foots? In this type of feedback, the teacher let you realize what is the error by repeating the word or the error itself. Another example is the giraffe is small. The teacher would basically said, small? Small? This is small? They would basically repeat the word to let you realize what is the error of it. Another one, this is one of my experience, and then I participated way back, like last week. And then I said, performance has the bigger percentage of the grades. And then the teacher said, percentage? I basically mispronounced the word percentage, because when the percentage, the stress would be in the last part, like percentage, like that. And then I mispronounced the word. That is why there is a bigger difference between oral and written. So emotion affects how we deliver the sentence or stand as person, most especially in oral recitation or public speaking. According to Varnos Fodry A states that the functionality of repetition as a corrective feedback in terms of its impact to students, uptake and acquisition was studied. The study included 30 students from the two courses, one control and one experimental. The classes of the control and experimental groups were watched and videotaped in order to determine the efficacy of repetition as a corrective feedback. Feedback episodes from both groups was transcribed, evaluated, and categorized. Based on these feedback events, grammar assessments were developed. The outcomes of the two classes tests were compared. The findings indicating the experimental class, which was subjected to repetition as corrective feedback, surpassed the control experiment. According to the study findings, repetition as a corrective strategy is beneficial in terms of contribution to uptake and acquisition. The key notion is that different errors and students may need different error correcting approaches. While this may necessitate more thought on the part of the educator when addressing the student's thoughts. If the feedback is customized to the context, it is probably to occur in more effective error correction. To summarize, each student is unique and has specific needs, and the more oral feedback that is customized to the students and the error, the more likely that the students will enhance or her ability to speak, the more he could express himself, his or herself to everyone.